Good morning, guys. Let's see. Today is Wednesday, May 29th, and it's my last morning in New York. I'm heading home soon. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to update in the last couple of days. The Wi-Fi's been intermittent and whatnot, and been very busy. So I've got a few hours before I need to head off to the airport. So I thought I'd take a minute to just do a recap while everything was fresh in my mind. Let's see, where were we? I think the last video I posted was about going up to the top of the rock, and that was amazing. It was a lot of fun, as I'm sure you saw in my recap video. The next day, we got up early. We had a very early practice. It was 8:45 a.m. until I think about 12:45, so that was a long one, but the afternoon was good. I took the time to go and explore MoMA, or the Museum of Modern Art, and then just spent several hours walking around. I ended up walking down to the Empire State Building with the plan to go up it, but it was an absolute gong show. It was like crazy busy, and they were telling me like an hour and a half, 2 hours in line to go up, and I had plans for later in the evening, so decided to scratch that one because they wanted to charge $50 to go to the very top, and $25 just to go to the 86th floor, which is only a few stories higher than where I was on the Rockefeller the day before. So that was kind of disappointing, but I was okay with my decision. I ended up walking all the way back up 5th and then over down to Grand Central Station, so I got to see Grand Central Station, which was really neat. And then it's really beautiful in there. Like, I didn't know this, but the whole ceiling, hang on a second, it's all shaky. There we go. The whole ceiling is painted sort of like an aquamarine color, and then there's all these constellations painted in gold, and it's so beautiful. And then they have like little lights coming through in certain points where there are major or very bright stars, and it's just beautiful. And then I decided to just walk down Lexington, and they happened to have like a street fair, and went for several blocks. There's all kinds of food and knickknacks and whatnot to buy, but it was really neat to just get to sort of just wander and look up and around, and there's just so much beautiful architecture in that neighborhood, like so much Art Deco, Art Nouveau, and so many contrasting colors and angles and styles. There's just so much to see, so I was quite content to just spend the rest of the afternoon walking. And then was very lucky to have friends in New York here who invited us for dinner that evening, so we were able to go and have a fantastic evening in a lovely studio apartment. Had a fantastic dinner and wine and good friends and all that stuff. So that was a real treat too. So and then let's see, the next day was Performance Day. So that's why I had my really quick little video about heading off to the Lincoln Center. So that morning we took a walk through Central Park, which was really nice, and then came back and prepared for our rehearsal and then our actual performance. And now it was everything I'd hoped it would be, and more, even more. It was just an amazing experience. And Dr. Griffith, who was the conductor for us, just immensely talented fellow who really knew how to bring out the best in his singers, and taught us so much in the couple of days that we had to do rehearsals with him. I know I learned a lot, and the other singers in my choir all really enjoyed him as well, and it just felt amazing in the moments during the performance to know that that your voice is part of what is making this incredible music, and that you're being part of that. And you look in front of you, and sitting in front of you are members of the New York Philharmonic, and you're looking up into this audience of people sitting in this amazing theater who are paying $100 to come see you. So for a girl from Victoria in a non-audition community choir to get to perform on a New York stage in front of paying patrons, it was an absolute honor. It was so much fun. And then to top it off, we had a huge after party down the street on 7th here at Rosie O'Grady's. And they booked out the entire restaurant, which was all 3 floors, for all the performers. And so we all partied hardy, and had a good day. And then yesterday was a free day, and so I took the chance to get up early and head off to the American Museum of Natural History, and I had a fantastic time. I really enjoyed it. I got to scratch something off my bucket list, and that was getting to see real dinosaur bones, and I was super excited to find out that they had free Wi-Fi. So for a few lucky people who happened to be logged on at Skype, I was able to call in and share some of it with them. I was really excited that my sister and my nephew were home and had their Skype logged on, so I was able to show my little nephew the T-Rex in the dinosaur exhibit. So if you're ever in New York, I would definitely recommend it. The dinosaur exhibit was amazing. I also really enjoyed they have a whole section on like gems and minerals and meteorites. That was really fascinating. And just all kinds of animals and all over the world and that sort of thing. And yeah, a very neat place. They also, if you want to pay for any special exhibits, you could pay a little bit more. And so I did to see a new exhibit on frogs, and that was really neat. I think there was probably at least 50 school groups there that day, so it was just crazy loud. So to be able to sneak into the special exhibit, there was only a couple of other people in there, so it was nice to have peace and quiet and just hear frog song. And they had like exhibit experts sort of wandering around the room, so you could ask questions. And yeah, so got to see all kinds of beautiful, colorful, dangerous frogs up close, and some big ones and some little ones and some really ugly ones. And anyway, I digress. Frogs are awesome. Let's see what happened next. Oh yes, and then I, you know, as with most museums, there's not a lot of windows, but when I did happen to look out, early afternoon, I saw that once again there was torrential rain pouring down, which really surprised me, seeing it was very warm. I would say high teens, early 20s, and sunny when I came in. So I guess I picked a good day to go to the museum. I think I finished off around, I don't know, let's see, I'm pretty sure I was on my feet for about 4 hours in the museum, so I think I must have finished around 1:30, and then, as you can imagine, when torrential downpour, there was this, like, no cabs to be had, so I just had to just walk straight back down, and decided to keep walking all the way to Times Square, so that took me a while. I'd say probably at least 45 minutes, and was soaked to the bra. Even though I'm wearing my jacket zipped up to my throat, somehow, like, I had so much water dripping down my face, it went down inside, soaked through my coat, my shirt, you know, right down to my undergarments. Ridiculous. But I guess it worked in my favor, because when I got down to Times Square, I went to the place where you can buy discount Broadway tickets, and somebody must have taken pity on me because I look like a drowned rat, because normally you have to wait like at least an hour in line to get these discount tickets, and the security guy letting people into the respective lineups took one look at me and opened the rope and let me pass through. So I was there for like maybe 15 minutes. I think there was only 8 people in front of me, so I was really fortunate. And I was very excited to get a ticket for 50% off to go see Nice Work If You Can Get It at the Imperial Theater on 45th, and starring Matthew Broderick, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. I had no idea what to expect going in. A couple other people who were in the choir performance had seen it the night before, and they said it was highly recommended. They said it was so much fun and all this stuff, so I thought, hey, why not? Sounds like a good time. So I got my tickets to that and went home and had a long hot shower and a hot coffee, and then headed out again and decided, you know what, everybody says you got to try the pizza when you're in New York. So I went back down 45th, figured out where the theater was, and then went around the neighborhood looking for the first half-decent restaurant that had pizza that I could find, and I found the Daniela Trattoria on 8th, and yeah, they were able to get me a pizza and a glass of wine, and so I had a really nice dinner, and then went in and had an amazing time at an amazing Broadway show to cap off a great day. And then brings us to today, and now it's time to say goodbye to New York and head off. It's been really foggy this morning, but fortunately the rain has lightened. It looks like the thunder showers that are expected are going to be more isolated and possibly later tonight. So fingers crossed I will be able to get on my flight to Paris without any hiccups, but I'm not taking any chances, and so even though my flight doesn't leave till 5:45, I'm planning on taking a shuttle at like 1:30. So because it's so unpredictable with how long or what the traffic's going to be like, and so I'm going to be heading out in just a couple of hours, about 3 hours from now. So yeah, I have had an amazing time here. Really unexpected. I thought, honestly, going in that I came to New York with very few expectations. I came here with the goal of performing and having a wonderful time doing that. But everything else, I just sort of, decided to keep an open mind and just sort of wing it as I went, and I've really, really enjoyed myself here. There's just so much to do and see, and I would highly recommend it to anybody. Definitely put it on your list to come see New York, and give yourself at least a week, because there is so much to do. And where I'm staying here in Midtown is an excellent location. Yeah, you're going to pay a little bit more for it, but so much is within walking distance here. So yeah, I would definitely recommend staying here, and in the recently renovated suite where I'm staying in the Park Central Hotel. Thumbs up for sure. And I've seen their plans for what the new lobby and restaurant and weight room and all this stuff is supposed to be, and it's going to be really amazing when it's finished. Not so much right now in terms of the amenities. Like, it's the lobby is the side entrance, and so it's kind of squishy in there sometimes for people who are waiting for their shuttles and whatever, but you know what? It's fine, and for what it is, I was just so glad to get one of the recently renovated suites, because it's so comfortable and so nice and clean and quiet. Oh, so soundproofed. I'm very, very happy with it. So to sum up, New York is awesome. I love New York, and would highly recommend it to anybody. And if you come, make sure you try the bagels. They're not like the Montreal-style bagels most of us are used to back home. These ones are a lot fatter and fluffier, and soft, but delicious, very good. Pizza was good, but you know what? The Prima Strada pizza that you can get in either Cook Street Village or it's that one to me is the best. I'll have to wait and see when I get to Italy to see if I can find better. But the wood-fired pizza. In Cook Street Village, that's my favorite so far. But yeah, if you come, definitely see a Broadway show, bring good walking shoes, and be prepared for the weather to change on a moment's notice, and expect it to be humid. I was not expecting to be this humid. It's very humid here. So anyway, I will be off on my way to Paris. Wish me luck. I'm on United yet again, so it's going to mean very little leg room. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to wear yoga pants. I don't usually go out in public in yoga pants, but considering how squishy the seats are on the United flights in the economy section, I think I want to try and do everything I can to maximize comfort. It's 8 hours direct. And then next time you guys see me, I will be in Europe. See ya.